So, James, I'll tell you what we're going to do here on our lads is go over the top 3 draft needs for the Bucs. So let's start with draft need number 3 for Tampa Bay in the 2024 NFL Draft.
This one's really tough because there's about 5 positions I can give you for this one, but I'm going to go with my personal take, and that is running back. And we know how teams value running backs in the draft. They're not a high priority, but this is a team who was the worst in the NFL in rushing last season. Now, the second half of the year, they had a surge, and Rachaad White really came on strong. He was just a few yards shy of 1,000 on the ground for the season, well over 1,000 all-purpose yards. He's a great lead back. He's a good RB1. But after that, you have Chase Edmonds. Then you have Sean Tucker, who was an undrafted rookie last year that did not pan out. You have Patrick Laird, who is a special teams guy at best. The Bucs don't have that big bruising guy that can get those 4th and 1s, that can get those goal lines, that can provide something that the Bucs don't already have in Rachaad White and Chase Edmonds, because those guys are pretty similar. So you need to find a running back that can not only catch out of the backfield, but that brings that level of power and strength to those short yardage situations where the Bucs struggled so much. You think back to when they had Leonard Fournette and deep in these games when these defenses were tired and he was just bowling over guys. They don't have that guy, and he is a desperate need if the Bucs are going to get out of the basement of the NFL in terms of rushing.
All right, draft need number 2 for Tampa Bay.
It's the interior offensive line. Again, worst rushing attack in the NFL, and a lot of that had to do with the issues at left guard. You have Robert Hainsey that can move to guard if they find a center, which is why I'm not strictly saying guard. You could fix the offensive line with a 2 birds, 1 stone situation. If you draft a guard, if you draft a center, now you have 2 guys. You can interchange them, but Aaron Stinney didn't get it done. Matt Filer didn't get it done. Both of them have moved on. The Bucs have to have a starting guard to not only protect Baker Mayfield, who was so good at eluding sacks, you just don't want him doing it as often as he did, but then again to create those running lanes and help this rushing attack to make the Bucs offense more balanced.
And now let's go to need number 1 for the Tampa Bay Bucs.
It's edge rusher. Without a doubt, it's edge rusher. You are coming off of a year where your leading sacker off the edge is a rookie in Yaya Diaby, who finished with 7.5 sacks, only took 41% of the defensive snaps. So the production based on snap count is actually phenomenal. But you need him to take a big step forward with as much additional playing time as he's going to get. Shaq Barrett, who finished with only 4.5 sacks, he's gone. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka has not panned out the way that they thought that he would. He finished with 5 sacks, but he's what Todd Bowles is calling a chess piece, that he's going to move all over the field. You brought in Randy Gregory. His career high for a season is 6 sacks. You have unknowns in Marquise Watts and Jose Ramirez, which I know Jason Light is very, very excited about. So is Todd Bowles. But you need that guy that is going to be able to complement Yaya Diaby and really elevate the edge rush and get after the quarterback. And that's also going to help a secondary that struggled a lot last year.